Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create main menu and a simple menu setting. I'm going to use canvas UI elements such as button, toggle, slider and panel. So let's get started. Before you start, you need to prepare some pictures for the background's UI elements. So as you see here, I'm already prepared some of the pictures. So I drag all the pictures to Unity3d. Okay, so we need to create two scenes. As you see here, we already have one scene, so we can change the name, main menu, and the others we create a new one, file, new scene, and Ctrl S or save new scene, name it as maybe play scene. Okay, now we have two scenes, main menu and play scenes. So we want to create a main menu, so we need to work on main menu scene. So we need to double click on the main menu. Now we have an active main menu scenes. So we need to add UI elements. For example, maybe we need to create the background first. So we need to use game object, UI, and image. So we can change the name of the image as background. Okay, so before we working on the background, maybe we need to set the canvas setting. We need to change the canvas setting. Here, maybe in the canvas render mode, we can change to screen space camera, and in the canvas, and then we can drag the our main camera to render camera. So, and then the canvas scaler, we can change to scale with screen size. And oh yeah, before we need to make sure the resolution or the screen size. So maybe we want, for example, like we want to create a main menu for portrait mode. So for example, like maybe we can change the width and height 800 and this is 1 to 80. Okay, so now is it become the portrait size. So this is 800 and the Y 1 to 80. So the purpose of this canvas scaler is the canvas here, it will be the size will be depends on the device screen size. So it's very useful for multiple different size of the screen, because as we know the size of the device is vary. It depends on the device, how big the size. Now we have a background. Now we change the background size, because now we need to select the rectangle transform here. So you can click here and see which anchor you want to use. So for example, now I'm using the center part. So this is the center part. So everything, the background here will be drawn from the middle part of the screen. So we need to make it 0, 0. Now it will be in the center of the screen. And you may change the height, like 800 to 1 to 80. Now it is become full screen. When you make sure the size, you can drag our background to, oh yeah, I'm sorry, because the image script here, the source image is shown as a sprite type, and this is just a, it's not a sprite type. So we need to change our picture into sprite. So we can directly block all the picture and change the texture type into sprite 2D and UI, and scroll down, click apply. Okay, now we already changed all the pictures into sprite type. Now we click the background and drag our new sprite background into the image source. Now as you see, we already have a background. Now so we want to add another image. This is a game background image, yeah, we can say like that. And then we can create another UI image for the main menu. So we can change menu background, and we set to 0, 0. Now we in the center, and then we can drag our menu background to the source image. Now we have this. Then you may need to change the width and the height. Yeah, for example, maybe you can set to 500, 800. Yeah, I think it's okay. It depends on you how big you want to set. Now we have the background of the main menu. Now we want to create the buttons. So we need to, from the game object, UI and button. Now because my button already have the word, as you see here, so I don't need the text here. You can delete text here, or you can delete from here. Now you have the button. Okay, the button also set to 0, 0 first, so in the center. Now we add the start picture to the here. Now we have, now maybe we need to change the size. Maybe set to 200, 150, or maybe 150. Yeah, I think it's okay. So we need to up a little bit. Okay, so 110. Okay, so this is the start button. The start, you can change to the name to start button. Okay, now we add another 2 buttons. We just can use click start button and Control D. Copy. You can change this to option button. The third one, maybe we can have quit button. Okay, the option button, we drag the picture into here and then move down a little bit. We can, yeah, maybe like this. And then the quit button we also put, and then move down. Yes, something like this. Now we have menu buttons with menu buttons, starts, options, and quit. So in here, maybe we want to create some effect on the button, like for example, okay, let's we press the button and see the result. Okay, if you see if we scroll, I mean we roll over the mouse, it will be changed a little bit, but it's not very it's not really clear the difference. So maybe we want to change a little bit like this. We want to change the start button, and then here the highlight color, maybe we want to change to darker color, maybe yellow or maybe red. Yeah, it really depends on you what we can try. Pause it, and then we press play and see. Okay, so this is how you change the color effect. Yeah, you can try by yourself. Now we want to add a script to make the button works. Like for example, like when you want to press the start button and he will move to another scenes, because we have two scenes, main menu and play scene. So yeah, the play scene still have nothing, right? And the main menu already have this. So when you press start, it will go to the play scene. And how to do that? So we create a C# script. This one, maybe menu script. We can script, and to make the script works, we need to attach the script into the object in the scene. So this time I will put in the main camera. Now main camera have a menu scripts. Double click on here to open. Now we have this and then we need to change a little, because we want to use the UI in the Unity3d, so we need to add using Unity engine dot sorry, I will use, because I want to create a function. If you press the button and you can go to another scene, so it will be used scene management. So scene Okay, scene management. Now we don't use this for now. We want to create a public void go to play. So this function will be, if you run this function, it will goes to another scene. So skin manager. And this is the we need to check the play scene. So this is the name of play scene, so you can copy this and put in here. Okay. And the next one, public void leave game. So this function is for quit game. If you run this function, it will terminate the game. Application okay, because we have now, you see we have 3 buttons here, so we will work on the start button and the quit button. The option I will leave it to you guys, so you can try by yourself. Now we already have this and we can try it. Okay, before it can be run, there's something we need to set, like in the file build setting, and then we need to, because we have here in the build settings here we see only one scene, so you need to drag another scenes to here. Now we have 2 scenes here. So now we want to add, to link the start button to the C# script we create just now. So how to do that? So now we start button, and the inspector window we need to on click, we need to add, and we need to find the object on the scenes, because we attach the script into main camera, so we need to select the main camera. And then it's already, now we have this script is linked to the main camera, and the main camera consists of menu script, which is this one. So we need to select menu script and go to play, choose the go to play function. Now we try to run it, play. So okay, so if we press the start, then it goes to the play scene, so it works. Okay, now I will show you how to create a menu settings, but the menu setting I will create in the play scenes, so we need to switch to the play scene. Save it, double click on play scene and see. As you see, the play scene is still empty. So maybe we want to create something. For example, like I want to create a plane. Setting to 0, 0. Now you see those plane. And yeah, I think we just add something, another game object maybe, something like sphere. Yeah, something like this. Maybe you can put in the okay. Now you have two objects, plane and sphere. Okay, here maybe we want to add something, settings button. I will put on the screen around here. Yeah, this is the purpose is like, for example, when you play the game and you want to change the setting, so we need to press the button, right? So now we add UI and button. So I will delete the text here, button, and we put in the 0, 0 first. This time maybe we need to the button, maybe I will change to the corner right, so this one, right? So if you give 0, 0, and it will be around here, the corner part. So we try to give the picture to source image. Now we have seen 9, maybe we need to down a little bit and left a little bit, but we need to maybe 100, and we maybe minus 30 or 50, minus 50. Okay, so something like this. So now we want to create settings menu. Is similar like main menu. We need to add a UI image first to put the background. So the button maybe we can change to setting button, and the image here we can change to setting background. So the setting background maybe we can put in the center. Now we drag the picture again, and we can change the size. That's not sure. Maybe yeah. So it really depends on the size again. So I will put the same size. Now we have the background. So this time I will add a panel, UI panel. So the settings background here I will put on the under the panel. So drag it to the panel, so it will be under the panel. The purpose is I will press the button here, so when you press it will show the panel here, and I will use this function like disappear, appears, disappear, appears. So when you press the button here will be disappear, and when you press again it will be appears. So I will use this panel. Before that, I will add another UI elements. I will use toggle. So the same toggle I will put under the panel. So here we put in the center. Now we see here, maybe this it's become small. You may change the size. Yeah, maybe you can make a 3 and then you drag it to the center, for example. Yeah, I won't design. I will not change the design, so I will let you try by yourself. For example, like if you want to change the background of the toggle, you can come here and then change this similar way. Check mark is this one, so if you want to change, you can change by yourself. The label here, this time I will try to use this toggle button to turn on or turn off the light. So I will maybe I will put light on off. So okay, so I will put in the middle. The label, maybe we need to change to white color. Okay, so now how to make it works. So we need to create a script. Okay, so the toggle, we create assets, create a C# script. So I guess this one, maybe I put the toggle light. And then I will drag this script in to toggle. Okay, now we double click to modify. Okay, now we have this, because we want to work on the UI. So we need to add using Unity engine UI. Now we create a public game object type on off. for example like this. And then we also need to create a toggle light toggle. Light in the start with a toggle, and then get component toggle, and then here we need to create an event add listener to the toggle. If the value change, then we need to track the value. Light toggle dot on value change add listener delegate toggle value change. Right. Toggle. So if we add the add listener on the toggle, and with the value change, it will call this function. So we need to create a new function. Need to close this. So we create a new function, void change change. Light on off. Let's set active. Toggle dot is on. So here, if you change the value, the game object light on off will be set depends on the value of the toggle. So we don't use this, maybe we can delete first. Okay, so we save this and we try to run it. So we go to the toggle, click the toggle here, and go scroll down. See, we have a light on off object. So we need to, this time I will work on the directional light. Now we try to play. Let's see it works. Yeah, so when you click on, the light will be on, and when you off, the light will be off. Okay, so it works. So now maybe we can add another UI. We will try to use the slider. Yes, slider, and put the slider under those panel. Okay, slider, we put in the 0 position, and maybe we can change the size and move down a little bit. Yeah, this time I won't make it beautiful, I just want to let you know how to use. So the same here, if you want to change the background, or do you change the button here, or you can change the UI source image here. So this slider I will use it for the light, so I will use this light intensity. So when you put the value between 0 to 1, so if you see here, the plane will be changed. This depends on the value of the intensity of the light. So the value is between 0 to 1. Now we create a new C# script. Like we change the light intensity. We drag to the slider. Now you double click to modify it. Okay, so this is the same, because using UI we need to using Unity engine UI. So we need to create a public light. Intensity. And the second one, I need to use a slider. Light slider. Okay, so light slider. Oh, I'm sorry, I mistaken. This should be light slider, not slider. Okay, light slider, get component, slider. And it's similar to toggle. We need to add a event listener, like light slider on change value and add listener and delegate. Say create a slider value change. Okay, so if the slider, the value change, we will call this function. So we need to create a new function for it. Oh yeah, oh there's one thing I miss. So here lights, we need to light hinge equal to lights hinge dot get component light. Okay, so when the value of slider change, he will call this function. So what you should put in this function. So we need to, if the value change, I want to change the intensity of the light. So the light dot intensity is equal to light slider dot value. So the light's intensity will be based on the value of the slider. So we don't use this, we can delete this. Now we save it and go back to Unity and we can try it. So you click the slider and scroll down, drag the, I will use the same light and try to run it. Yeah, so here if you see the plane brightness is changed, it depends on the value of the slider. This is 0, this is 1, so this will be 0 and 1. So okay, now it works. Okay, now we want to add if you press the button, the setting button, it will show the settings menu, right? So the panel, I will work on the panel. So the panel, if you, it should be unticked, so it won't show. So when you press, it will show this. How to do that? So we need to create another script. So this one is, maybe we can add toggle toggle setting. Anybody? Yeah. Now we want to drag this to let me see, you can drag to, I will drag to the setting button, which is this one, and we double click to modify. Okay, we don't use this, so we can create a public game object, the setting panel, and then we can use a public function toggle panel. So this function is to, if you press the button and the setting panel will be show or show or disappear. So setting panel dot set active setting panel dot active itself. So this function become a toggle. So when you press once, maybe it will show, and second time will be unshow. So okay, so we save it and we go back to the Unity, select the setting button and goes down setting panel. So we want to drag the panel to here. And then on click this button, we want to reference it to, because we put on the setting button, so we want to use in the setting button here. And then we change the function into toggle setting menu and toggle panel. So because I put the script into the setting button itself, so we need to put reference this on click button to the object itself. And we can now, if you press the button, it will run the toggle panel function. So now we try it. Now you press OK. Okay, so if you press, it will show. But when you another press second times, because it covered by the panel layer, so you cannot press this. Then you can try to make the size of the panel smaller. For example, like okay. Something like this, or yeah, it really depends on the size. You can modify the size, or you can set the panel size the same as the size of the background here. But this is just for try, so I will just make it smaller, so you can press the button. Let's play and see. Okay, so you can press, you can hide it, and you can show it. So until here my video. If you have any problem, you can ask me, you can comment, or if you have another better solution, you also can share to others. So until here my video. So good luck and see you next time.